Hey guys, Poro here with another team breakdown, this time for Furia, the LTA South representative. There's been quite a lot of controversy over Furia's inclusion in this tournament, as many fans have been arguing that the top LTA South teams should have played the top LTA North teams to decide who gets 2 combined LTA MSI slots. And while I agree, and while I also think C9 would stomp a best of 5 against both Furia and Pain, and while I also wanted C9 to beat Fly and go to MSI as the North representative, I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't care. I'm perfectly content with how things shook out. Why? Because for the past few years, I've been a Furia fan. One of my favorite players, IU, is the team's current ADC. Look, I love IU. He's not my favorite current player, that would be Doinb, but he very well may be second. If you need proof, he's literally the only player in the entirety of LoL Esports who I made a documentary for. It's on my channel from a couple years ago. And while I do think the overall LTA format needs a lot of work, the agenda must be maintained at all costs, and sending IU to his first ever international tournament is worth the sacrifice of all of C9. Now that I'm done glazing IU, for now, let's talk about Furia as a team. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They are getting 10th. It will be a fast and swift exit for the Brazilian team. But it doesn't matter, because it's going to be the most fun 10th place finish we've ever seen. I love this team, and I will thoroughly enjoy watching every game they play. Do they have terrible objective setups? Yes they do. Do 3 of their players have absolutely zero international experience? You bet. Is this team even the best team in LTA South? I really don't know. But none of that matters, because this team has one thing going for it, and that's heart. They may have lost to Pain in the upper bracket finals, but they shook off the best LLA team East vs Straw in the lower bracket, and used that momentum to take their swift revenge in grand finals. Their top laner is Gigo, who's been playing in the CB LoL since 2021. He's only 23 years old, which, funnily enough, makes him the second oldest player on the team. In fact, Furia is the youngest team in the entire tournament. Gigo is the LTA South Bin if Bin had even more ego. You want a carry? You get a carry. You want a tank? You get a carry. You want to make any sense whatsoever? You get Camille in Game 1 of Grand Finals. Other top laners are picking Ornn, Sion, Yorick, maybe slip a Jackson there. Gigo's most played champs are Camille, Aatrox, and Jace. He has a Fiora game, he has an Olaf game. I don't think he particularly cares about what's meta. And the best part? He's actually not that bad at these champions. His mechanics are pretty solid, definitely near the top of the table for the region. And for the record, if he really has to slip in one of those meta champions to make the draft work, he can and he will. Furia's jungler is Tadu, and I've sung his praises in the past. For those who don't know, Tadu is a 19-year-old rookie who came from a pretty stacked Pain Academy roster. This Pain Academy team was good. And I'm not just talking CP LoL good, I'm talking like actually good. They did their due diligence and damn near clear swept the entirety of 2024, only faltering right at the finish line in summer finals. But then they went to the Americas Challengers, a league that had the best of NA's academy as well, and they ended up winning it all by taking down a team that had 5 ex-LCS players on it. I was a big fan of that roster, and if not for all the controversy surrounding the Fluxo W7M merge, I might have even kept cheering for that core. Luckily, Tadu managed to dodge that whole situation before it blew out of proportion by joining Furia, which also happens to be my favorite team in the region, and I couldn't be happier about it. I think Tadu has a lot of potential to be good. He kind of throws up on his keyboard every now and then, but I like how fearless he is on stage, and I like a lot of the angles he goes for in fights. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing this entire team is just fearless as a unit. I'm thinking about the Toots Akali games in playoffs, and that shit took guts. He locked Akali against Pain in upper bracket finals, got destroyed, and then still had the confidence to lock it again in grand finals. In that game, he went for a solo kill, very nearly missed out on it, and died, but then doubled down and kept going for more plays against Orianna to find advantages. I like that mindset, it'll take him far. Now that said, this mindset can also make him come up really short. If I had to pick out Toots' defining characteristic, it wouldn't be his champion pool or his skill set or anything like that. Instead, Toots is an all-or-nothing player who lives and dies by his attempts to squeeze out advantages at every opportunity he can. For my CP LoL viewers, I like to imagine Toots kind of like a young mid-lane Robo. When he's on fire, he's styling on everyone and going for montage plays and dominant performances. When he loses bad. Honestly, I think I'll just start calling him Dr. Zero. When he's winning, 0 deaths. When he's losing, 0 kills, 0 assists. Against the strong competition at MSI, I expect some ugly games. Okay. Now I get to go back to glazing IU. For the short TLDR, I believe this guy is going to become the next big Brazilian superstar. He's arguably the best Brazilian solo queue player we've ever seen already, and he routinely hits rank 1 with unique stuff like Bel'Veth support seemingly whenever he wants to. At MSI 2023, he took a bootcamp to EU West, and he hit rank 1 in just 2 weeks with a 70% win rate when all the best players in the world were there grinding solo queue for the International. And the way he does it is interesting to see as well, as it's mostly through sheer mechanics. That's the main reason why I'm so excited for this player in particular. CBLOL historically already had ADC as their strongest role, with most of their ADCs relying on hands, but IU is a different beast. Every time I see him play out fights, my jaw kind of drops. Look at these two situations. First, against Isarus Astral in Game 1 of the lower bracket final. Just watch IU's movement here. If he didn't dodge and hit literally everything, a kill like this wouldn't be possible. And check out this teamfight in Grand Finals where his entire team's hopes rely on his Senna performance. And of course, he delivers.
Pela metade da vida, Titã agora obrigado a ir pra cima, quase eliminado. Gastou o flash, Curi segura 3 jogadores aqui atrás, pode ser o fim de jogo. O Imperador está na casa junto com o Figo. Agora vai chegando a esmagada que a Prim vai dando. Pode virar a Fúria, enquanto o Ayu tá vivo. Dano. O Ayu vai batendo, ele tem distância. O que é que tá acontecendo? Meu Deus!
For the longest time, I've been saying that IU has the potential to be the best in CBLOL. Just give him more time. Just one more year. There's a lot of talent floating around at LTA South for sure, but IU just has something special in him, and he was the most important player on his team for their 3-0 stomping of Pain in finals, so maybe it's just finally time to commit to it and say that yes, I think IU is the best LTA South player. I'm not dissing the other players. I think Titan, Jose, Brance, Summit, Decimus, Cody, all these players are good. I just think IU is better, and I'll stand by that. If you're an LTA South fan who somehow wants to believe that Furia can do it, that they can go against all odds and somehow get out of play-ins, this is your one avenue. IU is the player on this team who has the potential to match up against and overcome the other players in his role. I would never tell you with a straight face that I think IU is better than Elk. It's definitely not true, not even close. But if Furia and BLG somehow end up matching up in play-ins, which they probably won't based on the draw, I won't be counting IU out for finding a way to just somehow win the lane. Finally, we've got Jojo, who's really the only true veteran on this team. He's only got a couple more splits than Toots and Gigo, but he's been around the competitive scene for longer than that. He and Gigo are also the only players who have any international experience, as they played together on those Red Canid rosters that made it to Worlds 2021 and MSI 2022. Now, for the people who have been watching all of my breakdowns so far, you all know I've been especially critical of support players on their champion pools. This is probably the most diverse support meta we've ever had, with almost every style being viable in some way. I guess enchanters are a bit weak right now, but regardless, there's a vast amount of champions, melee and ranged, engage and disengage, scaling and lane bullying, that are viable at the moment. And along with that, there's a lot of supports at this tournament that can only do some of them. Particularly notable is that both LCP supports, aka the supports from a perceived weaker region, are melee support specialists and can't really play the lane dominant 2v2 style if the tournament lives depended on it. The LTA South is also perceived as a weaker region, but Jojo surprisingly can pick a lot of those support champs. When it actually mattered in finals, Jojo did get slapped on 3 engaged champions, but it doesn't mean he can't play more. In lower bracket finals, he picked up a win on Renata, and also played a karma loss that honestly wasn't his fault. I trust him to pick basically whatever style he and IU want, and they can probably make it work. Okay, so as a team, these guys are crazy. As mentioned earlier, they have a lot of issues. Gigo and Toots can be quite coin flip in lane, Tadu can go for a crazy angle in a fight and then just completely botch it, the entire team can overload at terrible times and borderline throw games from it, none of these guys can set up an objective properly to save their life, the list goes on and on. If I was tasked with playing against Furia, I would probably just tell my guys to keep taps on every side wave, and then contest literally every objective, and that would be the whole strategy to defeat them. That said, this team knows who they are, and will commit harder to their style than any other team I've seen this year. Except for a very occasional counterpick, once this team locks in a draft identity, they stick with it. If they draft a carry top, they pick champs to play around the carry top, and then in game, they'll throw their resources to top lane. If they draft a scaling ADC, they'll commit to the front to back style and play to win 5v5 late. And when I say they commit, I mean they commit. GAM has a very similar style where they play for their comp and commit to it, but even GAM has their limits. They'll still follow the normal guidelines of the meta, and pick the strong stuff that's up and go for meta champions that are left. Furia doesn't care about what champions might be strong, and they legit just fully commit to their draft identity at all costs. Look at this draft. It's a Sejuani comp. But I have never before in my life seen a team go this hard on a Sejuani comp before. It's a fucking 5 melee champion Sejuani team. When was the last time you saw this in pro play? And the best part is, it worked. It worked in Game 3 of Grand Finals, the game that decided whether or not Furia would qualify for MSI. I watched Grand Finals live, and after Game 1, even after Furia won it, I was convinced Pain would take the series, and I thought Pain was the better team. I felt like Furia had won on a miracle throw, and that they wouldn't be able to take any other games. But Games 2 and 3 were truly a thing of beauty. I got to watch my boy IU drag his team across the finish line in a beautiful Senna performance, and then I got to see the most beautifully disgusting Game 3 comp ever take the win through pure hype moments alone. In fact, here, I'll show you that Game 3 myself. That Game 3 can do a better job explaining Furia as a team better than I ever could.
E mais uma vez, olha o que o Tatu fez. Ele esquipou um campo, guys. Ele veio direto aqui pra bot lane, deixou o Blue lá. E agora no top, Guigo trocando. Ai, quem é que cai? Que cai? Ele sabe disso, mas saber disso talvez não cause nenhuma situação benéfica pra eles, porque já vem descendo todo mundo. Tuts tá logo embaixo, o Titã só tinha um fantasma, mas será que ele vira o fantasma? Virou! Vai sair! Jamais 1 contra 1, só que agora se o Tatu vir por aqui pela torre, o homem tá sem flash, tá no perigo. E aqui é certeira a iniciação, dessa vez a torre não vai salvar o Romer, o abate fica bruto! Uma posição como essa, no jogo 3, que você pode ser campeão pela primeira vez na organização, é muita personalidade. E o Romer vai daí pra base de novo, olha! Vamos ver, jogou perto, 1361 de vida. Já vem essa aproximação, ele tenta dar cara, então a triunfante saiu. Agora não tem mais jeito, já tem arauto garantido pela equipe da PEN, então o teleporte chegando atrás ainda pelos dois lados. Tuts e Guigo se aproximam, é a confusão que pode estourar. Olha o Tatu lá em cima, ele sempre chega pra mudar a história. Segura o ultimate de 3 jogadores, fazendo se falta dano. O Ash é eliminado, consegue sair ainda o Ayu. O Carioca não vai chegar pra cima dele. E agora pode se complicar de vez a equipe da PEN. A Fúria brilha no Rift. Na execução, a Fúria vem deitando em cima da PEN Game de pé. O homem morreu de novo. Eita, rapaz. E pode morrer ainda mais, porque a pressão da Fúria ainda continua. Já vem mais ultimate agora do Yasuo. Tá sendo focado 2 horas e meia pra ser eliminado. E Brasil não cai. Ele simplesmente não cai. Dá tudo certo pra Fúria, dá tudo errado pra PEN. Quando é pra ganhar e nada passa. Torres, T3 do mid ali, quase no chão. E agora quem foi pego foi o Carioca. Pode ser a finalização do jogo, pode ser a hora do título. O Carioca já vai embora, a Fúria tá gritando, a torcida vem junto. O momento é agora, depois de anos esperando, chegou o momento. E se dizem que hoje pode ser o dia de Fúria, é muito mais do que isso. A Fúria vem. Só que os 2 carries já foram derrubados e a PEN permanece ali. Vai ainda o Jojo, mas é sendo focado, tá tudo na eliminação. Agora não tem mais jeito. Nexus exposto. E se a PEN é tradição, a Fúria é evolução no League of Legends. Pra fechar, pra garantir a sua história e seu título, eles ainda querem o Ace, mas nem é necessário. Hoje é dia de Fúria, hoje é dia de título, hoje é dia de história. A Fúria é campeã.
That's all I have for you. This team is probably going dead last, full airport speedrun style. This team probably shouldn't even be here, but I'll be happy to watch all their games anyway, and I hope you all will too. 7 teams done, 3 to go. I'll see you all next time. Bye.